So I think the most important thing is for a film is to be able to tell a story. We need to be storytellers, and no matter what we look like on the outside, no matter our race, our nation, our color of skin, our dialect, whether I'm tall or thin, whether I'm overweight or underweight, or my hair is whatever color, we really need to tell the story. And that's what we want to do. We want to make a connection to the audience. So I know for Disney that they have the heart of storytelling. That's really what they're trying to do. They want to communicate with all of us in the audience so that we can fall in love with the film.
Hey y'all, I just want to briefly talk about what this video is going to be about, because the last video was a little bit of miscommunication. Not from my end, from the other people. I had to make the video strict because I didn't want false information in the comment area. But I want to briefly state that this is going to be me talking about the different mermaids around the globe, and as to why it's not mermaid is not a one race, creature, because that's what she is. She's a creature. She's really not a human. She's a fairy tale story that was made up for kids, and that's why Disney was inspired to make the one back in the 80s, and that's why they're inspired to have the lovely Haley, who is plus an actress and a singer as well. I best know her as being a singer, but we're also going to discuss why they're doing an African American Little Mermaid. So without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? And I know y'all don't like further ado, so that's why I say it.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Nia. Welcome to the channel. So you already see the thumbnail, you already see the title. I've been noticing for these past couple of days, people have been talking about the Little Mermaid.
I've been hearing about these people all week, and they're driving me nuts.
With the Little Mermaid, can we also just mention that from a scientific perspective, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have someone with darker skin who lives deep in the ocean. I mean, not only should the Little Mermaid be pale, she should actually be translucent. If you look at deep sea creatures, they're like translucent. They have no...
It's a fairy tale. It's a movie starring a fish girl. And if my memory serves me correctly, an octopus woman, a talking crab, another fish, and a priest who's really happy to be here. Yeah, Hollywood wants more diversity in movies right now. So what? Why is this even a debate? Disney doesn't give two shits about what Pizza Hut middle manager here thinks about their kids' movie. And if you're like, Ray, but the guy was probably trolling. Yeah, maybe, but also...
I do care about the racial double standard, which we are being conditioned to accept.
Yeah, he and a lot of other people are trying to make casting a young woman in a fish movie into a culture war issue, and honestly, it's pathetic. He probably doesn't really care about the Little Mermaid movie. He's just another grifter on the internet trying to monetize your anger.
They've been talking about you can't change your skin tone. I have seen some horrible things that has been done to Little Mermaid image, whereas they took her image and made it look so grotesque, so ugly with the skin of black, your darker skin tone on it. It's been a whole lot of issues going on around this topic. So I want to take it back a few notches. I want to take it back to that it has multiple stories. So we're going to discuss the stories. So I found this article. You guys can Google it and it'll show right up. So you guys can Google it and it'll show right up. If you type in Little Mermaid was inspired by African folklore, it'll bring up a whole bunch of topics, not just African folklore, but also it brings up South American stories and European stories. So no, Little Mermaid is not inspired by one race of person. So before I get into the article. So it says Disney's The Little Mermaid live action and its hail to African folklore. When Grammy-nominated singer Halle Bailey was first named as the lead in Disney's The Little Mermaid live action film, a surprising amount of hostility surfaced on social media. But while some commenters believe Bailey played Ariel is a disservice to the original Danish story, casting a mermaid of color is more accurate to folklore than surfaced long before, in 1000 BC. For well over a century, many have viewed Northern Europe as the birthplace of mermaid myths and legends. When Hans Christian Andersen first published The Little Mermaid back in 1837, and then in English in 1845, the story took the world by storm. In 1961, NBC's Shirley Temple's storybook aired their adaptation of The Little Mermaid, with Temple herself playing the mermaid. In 1976, Soviet Russian came up with their own live-action film adaptation of the story, following a 1968 animated version. 23 years later, Disney 1989 animated adaptation starring the immaculate voice of Jodie Benson premiered in theaters and won 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, 2 Grammys, and many other awards. Anderson's story was more popular than ever, but no one ever asked him where the Danish writer got his globally renowned idea. So let's go back even further. Unlike Disney's Ariel or the fish-tailed darling of Denmark, the West African legend MAMI WATA has existed for 6 centuries, translated as Mother of the Water. MAMI WATA is described as a mermaid-like figure with a woman's upper body, flowing hair, and the hindquarters of a fish. Unlike Ariel, who had to sacrifice her voice to walk on land with the man she loved, MAMI WATA can walk and talk wherever, and whenever she wants. Shrines to the Ocean Dinty line the coast of West Africa, from Senegal to Guyana to Angola. She's strong, elegant, she's captivating, she said, a Salinese painter. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm gonna have to show it. Of MAMI WATA in an interview with the Washington Post back in 2019. I never perceived Ariel as a white person. I saw her as a mermaid. And mermaids have appeared in many ways, to many cultures across many centuries, with the first account of mermaids dating back to 1000 BC in Syria, then Assyria. There it's believed that this is a goddess, Atargatis, I don't know how to pronounce it, the goddess of fertility, cast herself into a lake and transformed into a mermaid. In Brazil, a lady of the waters was known to be an immortal woman, blamed for situations where men disappeared in the Amazon. A famous folk tale from ancient Greece claimed that Alexander the Great sister, that's a locality, I have to show you the name, was transformed into a mermaid and lived in they got some names here, after her death in 295 BC. Oh, I didn't know the Koreans. I didn't know this, but the Koreans and the Chinese, on the other hand, have long believed mermaids to be a good omen and beautiful creatures that would warn fishermen of impending storms. To the Yoruba religion, Yemiya or Yamaja is West African water spirit with a more sweet nature reputation, known as the goddess of the ocean. Yemiya, I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. It's very disrespectful because this is a part of people culture. It's associated with positive qualities to help regulate social and spiritual practices. Spelman College English professor R. Nicole Smith said in the interview with CNN that some artists have depicted the African deity as a mermaid. Though there is nothing really Disney about MAMI WATA, known to sink ships and shape shift to lure certain people to their death. She is an impressive ancient symbol of mermaid who knows her own power. It's a concept Bailey shared was a core foundation of Disney's The Little Mermaid live-action film. I think what's beautiful about this version is that Ariel is not afraid to show her strength and her passion, said Bailey at the D23 Expo last weekend. You know, there's so much power in all that she is, and the fact that she is so headstrong and willing to go for what she wants, I think is more clear in this film. I'm just so excited for people to see the new version. Filming on Disney's The Little Mermaid live action took place in Sardinia, an island between Italy and African country of Atargatis. It's the same Mediterranean Sea where the stories of mermaids and merfolklore first began to be reported. In addition, Ariel's father is the film King Triton, will be played by the Spanish actor Javier Bardem, adding more Mediterranean Sea representation to the diverse star-studded cast. According to Andrew Apter, director of James S. Coleman African Studies Center at UCLA, MAMI WATA represents a fusion of the European cellular spirit world and West African spirit worlds. In a similar way, Disney's The Little Mermaid live-action remaining will be fusion of historical folklore, Disney Magic, and the musical heart and soul of Anderson Mermaid heroine. According to Jodie Benson, the original voice of Ariel from the animated feature that was matters most. I think that the spirit of a character is what really matters, said Benson in an interview at Florida SuperCon in 2019. What you bring to the table in a character as far as their heart and their spirit is what really counts. And no matter what we look like on the outside, no matter our race, our nation, the color of our skin, our dialect, or my hair is whatever color, we really need to tell the story. Bailey has also opened up about her deep desire to do Ariel in the spirit of her story, justice, and she was fully aware of the weight of this role. Because this film has meant so much to me in my heart since I was a little girl, I really felt like the little girl inside of me was like, oh, okay, Haley, you can't mess this up. You have to do your best, said Bailey in another interview at the D23. So I just listened to my younger self in my ear, and making her proud made my current self proud. All right, so there you have it. I wanted to bring this out. This was something that I've heard for a very long time. This is not the first time I heard about Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid is not a one race character. I'm gonna first say that she's not a one race character. Her story has been around for years. It didn't start with Disney. Disney did not create this character. Disney got the ideal from other cultures. As you can see, Disney was inspired by other cultures. Disney did not create the mermaid Ariel that you see that I first saw was through Disney. That was not Disney saying this is our creation. This is what we created. Disney was inspired by other stories to make their story. Disney always been like this. I don't know why people are trying to say that Disney did something wrong. Disney owns Little Mermaid. I'm sorry, you guys do not own Little Mermaid at all. You guys don't. Another thing too is, I've said this several times on this channel, Black people need a better representation. I'm tired of seeing, a lot of movies and shows where Black people are always in romance, comedy. It's just drama. That's it. We don't make anything with horror, or we don't make anything with superheroes, or we don't make anything, we don't strive to make anything scientific or adventurous or mysterious. We need to make more movies like that. I'm happy that there are movies out there now, like there is someone that is creating Black horror movies. I am happy about that. I'm also happy that there is a superhero out, Black Panther, that's out. And I'm happy to see that there's other African movies that are coming out this year. A better example of Black people. Just sitting here trying to I understand, I don't have no issues with Little Mermaid. Like I say, Little Mermaid doesn't have one race. She can be any race, pretty much. Chinese. It sounds like she can be African, she can be white, she can be anything. To me, she sounds like she's biracial. So, to be honest with you. So, she can be any race. But I don't want Black people to look to white companies to make other characters Black. I want us to band together and make more kids go to college for mass media. I always say this: if you're going to college, I think the things that you need to have your kids go for is like a doctor, mass media, technology, engineering. All these other things that Black people are trying to do for like music, that's good. I mean, that's nice, but I would rather see more Black, children, going to college for something else, that we really need to see, because we really do need more of you guys, to be the forefront into mass media. I don't know how much to even stress this, but I know representation matters. But I just want to bring that out. I know people are going to be upset, but the Little Mermaid it's not based off of one race. Everybody has a story. Disney does not have a story. Disney took the story from other people. So I want to make that very clear. Disney is always inspired by culture. I've used to work for Disney World. They are deep in that. Yeah, Disney got some bad sides too as well, but for the most part, they are very diverse. I don't know if you guys know that Disney World is very diverse. They are deep in culture, but I'm not saying that they are innocent in a lot of things, because I've worked for the company. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh no, they're not a diverse company. They are a very diverse company. So this just happened, I think 6 days ago. Twitter bans Weirdo who shared racist videos changing Halle Bailey's Ariel from black to white. So you see that down here with, oh, in 24 hours it's over. Wow. So he literally was saying that he could have did the whole movie like this. Wow. A fictional character that's not even real. It just goes to show you that this is why I said that black people, as us black people who are in mass media, we really do need to push for, different types of movies besides, drama, romantic, and comedy. We need to focus on adventurous, animation, more horror, more superhero movies, more mysterious movies, because these people are so pressed about seeing a black Little Mermaid. It's ridiculous. And the character is fictional. Green Lantern has been both black and white. So I want to give you guys that example. They've been both black and white. So I just want to bring this out, that this person got banned off of Twitter. And I see why Twitter banned him, because he was getting ready to change the color. The ginger white girl. Sorry, y'all are not Disney. Y'all don't own Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid can change her back to white if they want to. That's their movie. But yeah, they can change it to any color. They can change her to Puerto Rican. They can change her to Chinese. All right, back to the original video. Well, let me know what you think down below. I just wanted to make a quick video. Like I stated, I can go a little bit more deeper if you want me to. I can make a part 2 of it, but I just wanted to make a quick video of this. But let me know what you think down below in the comments. Please be nice. You might get deleted or banned. The comment area is going to be strict. So just to let you know, I'm going to have it on strict mode. So I'm going to be watching. All right. But as for now, I shall see y'all later. Peace.
You get me so